Hey guys, it's beccaboo here. Welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be taking you from this to this look. This actually was like the makeup day from hell. It seemed like everything and anything went wrong, and I'll take you through that as we go along. So I'm starting off with the Dr. BRANDT Luminizer Primer. This came in this month's Boxycharm box, and I don't think I really liked it. It didn't make my foundation sit very nicely on top of it. I'm placing the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow in shade 203 on my face. I thought this would be light enough, but it's still super dark. So I'm going to be lightening that up with the NYX Total Control Drops in, I believe, the shade Light or Light Ivory, something very light. So then it made the shade a lot lighter, but looking back at the footage, it was still too dark. I'm just blending that in with my beauty blender, and I was saying before that this primer did not work with this foundation, so I didn't realize that until I had my entire face done, set, eyebrows done, and yeah, I ended up having to take all of this off and redoing it, but I still did the same exact steps. And yeah, I felt like the foundation with this primer was like separating on my face, which is never a good look. So I ended up just going along with it because I didn't have that much time before going to get my hair done, which if you want to see my new hair, please click the card above and go check it out. I haven't posted it on Instagram yet because I want you guys to watch the video. So yeah, I'm just adding a little bit more coverage on my face. And then for concealer, I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer and the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer just to lighten it up a bit. So the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer is probably my favorite concealer of all time. I just love how thin it is, and it just looks so natural. I just love it. And then I'm just using the Urban Decay Concealer to kind of lighten it up and bring more brightness under my eyes. Normally I would use the Tarte Shape Tape, but I'm trying to switch it up a bit so that you guys aren't seeing the same exact thing from my last full face tutorial. But I don't really like this Naked Skin Concealer, so yeah, I don't think I'm going to be using it again. I don't know, just this whole makeup look, I just felt like everything went wrong. I don't understand. So then I was adding a bit more coverage to a couple of my spots, and then that pimple over there, blending it out with my beauty blender. And then I'm going to go in with MAC and Patrick Starr's Patrick's powder, and I'm just taking that on my beauty blender, placing that under my eyes, and then I'm going to put it down the bridge of my nose and right between my brows and under my other eye. I'm going to place this on my chin and then on my cheeks. I pretty much place this where I have like larger pores, and then of course it was on my my zit there. And then I'm taking the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow powder. This was the first time I was using it. I think this was another reason why I didn't like my makeup. This powder, like half of it was matte and half of it was shimmery, and I kind of just mixed it up. So that might be another reason why I didn't really like the makeup. But we'll find out. I'll use it again. Now I'm just using the Benefit Hoola Lite to warm up my face, placing this on my cheekbones, on the temples of my forehead, and then I'm going to place a bit on the tip of my nose. And then we're going to do a little bit of editing magic here. I'm going to zap you to my brows done. And this was after the second time doing my face. So now I'm going to go to my eyes and apply this lime green shadow to my crease. I am using the BH Cosmetics Take Me Back to Brazil palette, the green in that palette, but you can use any green that you have. But I highly recommend this palette. It's amazing, and it has so many different colors. So I'm taking that on a larger fluffy brush. I believe this is the Morphe R40, I'm not sure. And yeah, I'm just adding that to the lower half of my eye, underneath of my eye. Then I'm taking SUGARPILL's Mochi shadow, and I'm going to add that into my crease. If you see the clips of my fingers, oh my god, I have purple hair dye on my nails and on the tips of my fingers just from like itching my head. I got my hair colored, obviously, and the first time you can't actually shampoo your hair, so it's like stuck in my scalp. Anyway, I'm going in and blending that out with my other brush, and then I'm picking up SUGARPILL's Velocity shadow, and I'm going to add that into my crease as well, and then the outer V of my eye. Then of course I'm going to blend that out, make sure the blend is nice and seamless, and then I'm going to pick up the brush again and add this to my lower lash line. Of course, blending as I go. Now I'm going to cut out my crease using the Tarte Shape Tape concealer, and of course I didn't get a product shot, I never do, of the concealer. Yeah, I'm just going to cut this out. I'm going to kind of wing out the very top, but then not take the concealer all the way across. I decided to cut out my crease because the shadow was not sticking in my crease. So I was like, alright girl, you need to cut your crease and somehow save this look. So I'm just blending out the concealer, and now I'm going to go into the BH Cosmetics Club Tropicana palette. I'm taking this sort of peachy color, and you guys know from other tutorials using this palette, I like to place a drop of liquid right in the pan and turn it into sort of a liquidy eyeshadow. Now I'm taking this sort of fuchsia color and placing that on the middle of my lid, kind of blending those, not kind of, actually blending those two shades together, and I'm taking this along that part right there. And then I'm going to pick up this teal shimmery shade from the Club Tropicana palette, dry, and place this over the transition. I don't know what was going on with my eyeshadow just on this eye though, because the shadow wouldn't stick. So I was like, you have to do a wing, girl. So I got EYEKO's Black Magic liquid liner, and I started winging out my liner. And first I went very small with it, and then you'll see later that it actually ended up very, very large. So yeah, you can do any sort of shaped wing. I'm sure you're having a much better makeup day than I am. So then I'm going to go in with Lime Crime's Blue Milk liquid liner, because I was like, oh my god, this needs something else. So then I go along the wing, and of course it's super messy because this is just the worst day ever, obviously. So it's messy, I'm drawing along my wing, and then I'm going to, well, once I make sure that is nice and opaque, I'm going to pick up my black liquid liner and make sure that is a nice straight line. So then my liner was done and my eyes started tearing, so I was like, you need to do something to the lower lash line. So I added TRM from the Urban Decay Kristen Leanne palette, which I didn't get a clip of me doing. And then I popped on the Sweetheart Lashes Jane lashes, and upon watching the footage back, I realized that there was eyelash glue all over these eyelashes, and you could totally see it. Ugh. Anyway, I'm taking this e.l.f. blush palette, I'm taking that shade right there. Oh my god, I didn't even tell you the worst part. The blue eyeshadow under my eyes left so much fallout near my nose that I actually had to wipe it off and put more concealer on, and it was just a mess. Then for glow, I'm taking this Sam Marcel highlight palette, and I'm taking that shade, which I do not know the name of, and with a fan brush I'm placing this at the tops of my cheekbones, and it turned out really pretty. Then I'm placing this on the tip of my nose, and then I'm gonna spray myself with a bit of MAC Fix Plus. On my lips, oh shit, I don't even have the name of the lipstick. I'm going to place the name of this lipstick down below. It's one of the MAC Metallic Retro Matte lipstick from my swatch video. I'll leave it down below. Guys, that's it. That was my makeup day from hell. It doesn't look like it from this clip, but it was. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one.